every sport, there are champions. Then, there are dynasties. But once in a generation comes someone who is more than both. Someone who doesn't just race to win but to dominate. Someone whose presence alone bends the sport around them. Imagine standing on the grid, engines roaring all around you, but your eyes aren't on the lights, they're locked on a red blur a few places ahead. Because you already know when Michael Schumacher is in the race, second place is the best you can hope for. Welcome to the Unbeatable Edge, where we uncover the untouchable greatness of the world's most legendary athletes. Today we dive into the Formula One driver who turned speed into supremacy, precision into perfection, and Ferrari into an empire. Michael Schumacher. And this is why it was impossible to beat Michael Schumacher. Section 1. The genetic edge. Schumacher wasn't just fast, he was built for it. At 5 feet 9 inches and around 74 kilograms in his prime, his body struck the perfect balance between strength and endurance. He had extraordinary cardiovascular capacity, allowing him to withstand extreme G-forces for nearly 2 hours without losing focus. His reflexes were razor-sharp reactions measured in milliseconds, giving him the ability to adapt instantly to every corner, every wet patch, every opponent's mistake. Even in the searing heat of Malaysia or the unpredictable downpours of Spa, Schumacher's body was a machine fine-tuned for war and wheels. Section 2. Training beyond limits. But genetics only opened the door. What made Schumacher unbeatable was the work he put in behind it. While many drivers treated fitness as optional, Schumacher made it an obsession. He pioneered modern F1 training, daily runs, endless cycling, swimming, and hours of weight work to build endurance, not bulk. He trained his neck with resistance bands and weights to withstand the crushing G-forces of every turn. His core and legs were pushed to extremes so he could control the car like an extension of his own body. Every exercise had a purpose: sharpen reactions, extend stamina, and eliminate weakness. To his rivals, Schumacher looked untouchable. But behind the scenes, it was sweat, pain, and relentless repetition. Section 3. Discipline and lifestyle. Racing doesn't forgive compromise, and Schumacher never allowed it. His diet was lean and calculated proteins, clean carbs, hydration dialed to perfection. No alcohol, no distractions. Sleep was non-negotiable. Recovery was part of the plan. He studied telemetry data for hours long after others left the garage. Where rivals saw practice as preparation, Schumacher saw it as domination before the race even began. His discipline extended to mindset. He visualized victories before he won them. He believed he was the best and made everyone else believe it too. Section 4. Master of the track. On the track, Schumacher was more than a driver. He was a tactician, a predator. In the rain, he became unstoppable. Rivals called him the Rainmaster, watching helplessly as he carved seconds per lap in conditions where others fought just to survive. His overtakes were ruthless, his defense impenetrable, and his consistency terrifying. Even on bad days, Schumacher's bad was still better than most drivers' best. Every start, every pit strategy, every lap, Schumacher turned racing into chess played at 300 kilometers per hour. Section 5. The records that made him untouchable. Dominance isn't just a feeling, it's numbers. Cold, undeniable numbers. Schumacher's career rewrote Formula One's history books. 7 world championships, 5 of them consecutive with Ferrari from 2000 to 2004. 91 Grand Prix victories, a record once thought impossible to break. 68 pole positions and 77 fastest laps. Speed and control from start to finish. In 2002, he stood on the podium in every single race, a season of near perfection. For over a decade, these numbers stood like mountains. Even as others rose, Schumacher's shadow loomed larger than any record book could contain. Section 6. The crash, the comeback, and the spirit of a fighter. Even legends fall. In 1999 at Silverstone, Schumacher suffered a horrific crash, breaking his leg and missing half the season. Many thought the dynasty was over, but they underestimated him. He came back stronger, hungrier, and claimed 5 straight titles with Ferrari. And when he retired, it wasn't the end. In 2010, Schumacher returned with Mercedes, older, out of prime, but still fearless. He didn't need more trophies. He raced because fire still burned in his veins. His very presence pushed the team toward the dominance it would later achieve with Lewis Hamilton. Section 7. The legacy of an unbeatable force. Michael Schumacher's legacy isn't just built on titles, records, or speed. It's built on the fear he instilled, the respect he demanded, and the standard he set. He turned Ferrari into a dynasty, inspired a generation of drivers, and redefined what it meant to be an athlete in Formula One. Yes, Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen have matched and surpassed some of his numbers. But Schumacher wasn't just unbeatable because of statistics. He was unbeatable because of his aura. Because when you lined up against him, you weren't just racing a man, you were racing inevitability. So why was it impossible to beat Michael Schumacher? Because he was more than a driver. He was discipline. He was resilience. He was Ferrari's beating heart. He was the storm you could never outrun. Who do you think is the true GOAT of Formula One, Schumacher, Hamilton, or Verstappen? Let us know in the comments. And if you love this deep dive, smash that like button, subscribe to The Unbeatable Edge, and join us as we uncover the legends no one could defeat.